Electrical materials is basically the part or element used in making of any electrical construction project. Electrical materials such as electrical connectors and electrical conduit fitting are widespread in our daily life and form a major part of every household. There are three responsible for household wirings. First, the electrical engineers, who is responsible for planning an electrical layout, such as power and lighting layout. Next is electrician or lineman. They are the one who install the planning layout by electrical engineers. Lastly, the people who live in that house. Since wiring need maintenance, they should set a schedule for that and they should know their limit of appliances they're going to use. For example, aircon, refrigerator, electrical stove, or the appliances that need high supply of power should have their own circuit breaker. For the residential houses, the best place to install the electrical wirings at the ceiling, since the Philippines is prone in flood. Also, the electrical wiring should install inside the wall so that it will be protected and less the accident happen.
There are five common terms in electrical, which are ammeters, circuit breaker, frequency, insulator, and voltage. First, ammeter, an instrument for measuring the flow of electrical current in amperes. Ammeters are always connected in series with the circuit to be tested. Circuit breaker, an automatic device for stopping the flow of current in an electric circuit. Circuit breakers are used in conjunction with protective relays to protect circuits from faults. Frequency, the number of cycles per second, measured in hertz if a current completes 1 cycle per second. Then the frequency is 1 hertz. 60 cycles per second equals to 60 hertz. Insulator, any materials where electric current does not flow freely. Insulative materials such as glass, rubber, and many plastics have a relative high resistance. Insulator protect equipment and life from electric shock. And lastly, voltage, an electromotive force or pressure that causes electrons to flow and can be compared to water pressure, which causes water to flow in a pipe measured in volts.
Ngayon, nandito tayo sa tirahan ng isang nagtrabaho about sa electrical field. Good afternoon, sir.
Ako nga pala si Gladys Fitzgerald, isang electrical supervisor sa Searchmark Corporation. Ang experience naman, 10 years na, mula kasi 18 years old pa lang ako, trabaho na ako, so related na talaga sa electrical. Pero kung gawing supervisor naman, mga 3 years na.
For discussion po, what are the first aid process that can be done if an accident happens?
Sa experience ko, kasi nagpinuha din ako na push. Pagka supervisor ka kasi, kailangan ka kumuha na push. Pinutawa nila instruction ng professional safety. Then, pagka ang muna mong gagawin dyan, titignan mo kasi access muna kasi kung anong aksidente ang nangyari. Ngayon, pinaka-advice dyan, tumawag kayo na nurse nakakaalam. Then, as a safety organizer, kailangan eliminate mo yung mga tao, alisin yung mga pusisero, kailangan i-isolate mo yung insidente.
What are the safety equipment or safety tips po na ma-advise nito?
Safety tip, kailangan lang alam mo yung trabaho mo, wag ka magbibiro about sa electrical kasi nakakamatay ko.
Saan po ba yung field niyo po? Sa bahay po ganyan or company po ba?
Feel ko kasi industrial kasi ang electrician kasi nakakati yan sa dalawang klase, building electrician sa industrial electrician. So, more tayo industrial electrician.
About po sa factory po, ano po ba kayong karaniwang ginagamit pong wire, ganun po, or voltage po sa ginagamit po?
Depende kasi yan sa pangailangan ng isang establishment. Kung wires naman, marami kasing wires. Pero kadalasan na ginagamit namin sa industrial, PHFM. Kasi yan yung, kasi may kategory yan eh, kung ano yung hanggang saan lang yung kwento.
Yung sa bahay naman po, para po...
Sa bahay naman, hindi pa din yung ano pa rin, yung TW, or yan lang, pinakasa ngayon kasi, ang kadalasan na kasi ginagamit talaga na PHSN at saka PHW. Yan. Sa residential kasi, dito kasi sa Maynila, ang supply kasi natin dito is 220 na sa probinsya kasi 220 yan line voltage. Kasi dito sa line to neutral, line to ground, dito sa Maynila, line to line. Pag sinabi mo line to line, ibig sabihin dalawang linya may hat. Pero sa probinsya, isang linya kaagad, din lang yung hat. So ibig sabihin, pag pinamahan ka talaga ng pakit. Kasi 220, isang linya ka pag-hawak mo pa.
So, hello everyone. I'm here to show how to use the common tools for electrical. First, the Phillips screw or the Phillips head, and the second is the slot head or flat head, and the cutter, plier, electrical tape, and soldering iron, and the partner is the soldering lead. So, of course, first to explain is how to use the Phillips head. So the Phillips head screwdriver is primarily used to fasten and unfasten the screw with a star-like hole in their head, just like this. Yan. Yan. Fasten. Yan. Papasikip. Tapos pagpapaluwag. So, actually, the flathead is like an Phillips head, but flathead is this is for the flat screw, for the flat screw or the one side, but I don't have for the example of it's like this, just like this, but only one line. So the next is the plier. This is for the cutting a wire. So, example of wire here. Cut. And of course, the cutter. Cutter is for removing the jacket of the wire to connect each other again, if we need to connect that wire. So I have here example have already removing it in the jacket of wire, so we can connect this, but we need to know the positive wire and the negative wire. Positive wire is for the solid block, and the negative is have a stripe like that. Of course, yan. Sa electrical tape naman, pagbalot niyan, ayan. So, kailangan hindi magdikit yung dalawang wire na to, kundi magkukos siya ng spark, o pwede siya magkaroon ng aksidente pag nagkataon. So, let me finish this. So, my time is not enough to demo how to use the soldering iron. So, soldering iron and the soldering lead. So, hindi ko na masyadong i-example, hindi ko na papainitin. Kunwari na lang, example. This is for example of, kunwari, siya yung motherboard. So, motherboard, we need to connect the wires. Here of wire, yan. we need to connect this in the board. So, kailangan palagyan muna natin siya dito ng soldering lead. Painitin muna natin to, of course. Dito muna tayo maglalagay sa pinaka-board ng soldering lead before we put this in the board. So, just like this, simple. So, that is for me the common tools for the electrical. So, I don't have a multimeter. Multimeter is to measure the voltage, current, and the resistance in an electrical circuit. So, yan. Thank you for watching, and I hope you understand what I'm said.